The May jobs report came out today, and on the surface, great news. 272,000 jobs added last month. Hourly earnings up 4.1%. Unemployment steady. But by now we know that also means another delay on the Fed's cutting interest rates while inflation persists. So any report suggesting good news isn't translating to everyday people trying to stay afloat. It's what we've seen. A new report from the Pew Research Center says that as of last year, just 51% of our country was middle class, compared to 61% in 1971. All of these little tidbits of information, it's leading to a perception among many Americans that the economy is just bad, despite data out there that says it's not. Chris examines what's behind this disconnect.
According to a new Harris poll, 55% of Americans believe the U.S. economy is shrinking this year. Facts say it's growing. According to the Bureau of Economic Analysis, real GDP, which weeds out inflation, is up 1.3% first quarter this year. Back to the Harris poll, 49% of Americans believe the S&P 500 is down for the year. Facts reveal it's up. See, the S&P 500 is up about 600 points this year. That poll also says 49% of people believe unemployment is nearing a 50-year high. Facts, it's around a 50-year low. Unemployment rate is 4%. It's only been this low at 4 other points since 1950. This fissure between what many Americans think and what is something U of M marketing professor Akshay Rao wrote about in a new op-ed in the Star Tribune.
What are your thoughts about that poll, and what does it reveal?
I have several thoughts. The first is astonishment that there are so many people, close to a majority, if not a plurality, that believe economic information that is inconsistent with reality.
His next task was to try and understand why. Rao believes what you see in the economy is largely based on one's lived experience and political ideology, and not so much the macroeconomic numbers. And to his point, each of the nearly 600 comments praising or ripping his writing in today's paper comes dripped with political and situational slant.
I want to read a couple of the comments. Of course, consumers don't care about the economic definition of inflation. Nobody but economists do. What they care about is the price of the staples they need to survive. While it doesn't take a chair at the Carlson School of Management to tell you that you're paying more than ever for your groceries, it does take one to distract you from the truth.
Here's the objective reality. We know that the S&P has gone up. We know that unemployment is quite low, and we know that we're not in a recession. So changing the definitions of terms is not going to change that objective reality.
You going to read all the comments?
I don't know that I will have the time for it. I don't know. Last time I checked, there were 400 plus. So,
does it affect you?
Some of them do, but then I'm trying to get Buddhist about it. Say, well, they had their reason for saying what they had, and I don't think they mean anything personal, even though they use my name and make a crack about my being a ivory tower elitist. You need to go to the grocery store occasionally, and I felt like saying, I go 3 times a week. So I know that prices are high. I'm not disputing your reality. Just offering a little more information for you to think about.
Perception is reality, right? That's the old phrase. Well, despite what you think about the data, public sentiment can be extremely powerful, and we see it in politics all the time. Rao actually writes in the piece, quote, Target, Walmart, Walgreens, and other retailers have recently announced price cuts in response to managers' beliefs that consumers believe the economy is in the doldrums because of high inflation, end quote. And there's an example of what he was talking about.
Right, and you and I both go to the store. We don't live in an ivory tower. We know prices have gone up, but maybe that's just the fact. Prices have gone up, but the economy's not bad?
It's a macro versus micro economics and understanding the difference, right? Everybody reacts to their own environment. So I don't know. We'll see. This have a lot of political winds behind it, though, that's for sure.
All right. Thanks so much, Chris. Appreciate it.